All right, hard yarners, that was great. Mate, if you're listening now at the start, go to the very end. Make sure you stay to the very end for the last, I reckon, 7 minutes where Wolfie just makes me cry laughing.
I think that most of the rest is just blether. Just what they call in the game, verbal diarrhea. Just
what is blether?
Two white guys feeling the need to talk. We really didn't know what we were talking about.
No, but isn't that the best thing?
What is blether, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that a word?
Well, this episode is brought to you by alltradescover.com.au. If you need some sort of insurance coverage as a tradie, hit them up. They're great. They know exactly what they're doing.
They hung up on me.
We talked about this before when we're like,
I rung and they hung up and said they couldn't help.
You know how you talked about this today, about your kids talking at assembly? Like,
blether is a word, by the way.
It is? You looked it up? Okay.
Long-winded conversation. Yeah, go on.
Where the kids talking at, my name is Cameron Branch.
Today we learnt that, yeah.
That's how I sound when I'm doing All Trades Cover. But All Trades Cover is brought to you by, we are brought to you by All Trades Cover. They're good if you do need insurance. I don't even have to lie about it. They're fucking good people. So they're great people. They've been on the podcast. Hit them up. They're going to be able to give you a good option.
They are great people.
Yeah, you love John. So.
Yeah, he's the king.
Also, Crafted Finance. They're getting around us all the time. We have a new sponsor next month as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool.
Who's they linked to Meta? Is it Meta?
Hey? No, it's not Meta. It's going to be surrounded. It's going to be around trades, but I'll talk to you about that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's cool. But this episode is also brought to you by Crafted Finance. If you need a loan, business loan, mortgage, any sort of loans, they're going to be able to help you. They're fucking good people. Best thing about them is they present you with all the options. Then you know what you're doing. Whether it's good or bad, at least you know.
Is it true they made you get a tattoo of their brand on your back?
I thought it said love and respect. It actually says
Craft Finance. That was weird they threw that in.
That's a weird part of the contract.
I'm like, especially for the money they were offering. Insane. It was basically the cost of the tattoo.
Crafted Finance, if you want to hit them up, they're good people. Websites are in the show notes and our bio. But we were joined by the incredible Andrew Wolfe today. You are definitely our most common guest.
I come on a lot, man.
Yeah, I reckon you must have been over 20, 25 times, man.
Mate.
How are the people still with us?
You're the only guys that push it. No one in your audience.
Because we love
no one's pushing for it this way. It's like Kramer, the neighbor that just keeps popping into the apartment. And they're like, I really wish he would stop coming and we could take the key off. Dude, I never asked to be on either.
No,
I actively resist coming on.
Yeah, you resist hard.
I don't want to fucking come on ever again. Every app, I'm like, leave me alone. Don't ever put me on your fucking podcast ever again.
These episodes are for me. So
dude, these are very much filler apps.
No, it's not. They're so. I think you underestimate what people learn from
they don't.
you.
They learn. They learn to avoid me in the street. Okay, we're good.
All right, perfect. Yeah, enjoy the episode. Let's get hard.
Coming for you, Pinder.
Welcome to Hard Yarns Podcast.
I am fucking fat.
Anything Chris White says, please disregard it.
5D is actually a state of being. It's a unity consciousness.
That was Hard Yarns with me, Frankie Rose. So I'm going to throw it over to your co-host,
Daniel Shelby.
And Cameron Branch.
I would do this and then I'd gong.
Free in attendance for the millions listening at home. Let's get hard.
Nah, yeah, we can't talk about it. Are you filming now?
Yeah, we're recording.
Dude, let me see. It's way better without. Nah,
Yeah.
we'll listen.
Mate, whatever you
so
wanna do,
we'll get intimate.
Whatever's good for you.
We'll get real, man. Did you see Prince Andrew arrested?
I did see that.
Sweating in the cell, man.
Oh no.
Do you know what I think?
That works for my groomer joke now. That's going to pop even more.
It's going to go better, but I reckon it's wasn't this crimes he had done before? It's because he's now just a civilian. There's no way when he was a prince he would get it done for anything.
Yeah, he's what's it done for? And this isn't going out for 2 weeks, so we could be so wrong. But I think he was done for giving info
to Epstein or those guys.
Yes, yeah.
But back in the day, like as a prince, that would have been just pushed through.
Yeah.
They'd be like, he's fine.
Except
You're
under
not
the
getting
carpet.
touched. Now they're like, no, you're going down. But what's his punishment, dude? They're like just being asked. That's what he's getting. He's in a 30. Is he in a 30 room? The speakers are killing me, dude.
Yeah, it's all good, mate.
He's in a 30 room mansion, isn't he?
For imprisonment.
No. I'm saying like when he got stripped of his title, the punishment was to become us.
Yeah.
And they're like, you poor bastard.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of us have been living like this for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And they're like, guess what, mate? You're going back. And then he looks at his house and he goes, this is absolute squalor.
Yeah.
And it's 30 rooms. Dude, but I find it, have you ever been in a big house? They suck.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy. Like, we've been looking for houses. Are you
To buy one?
Yeah, well, looking, but fuck, it's too much. It's
Oh,
too much.
dude, it's hard in a mining town because, do you know, obviously property's doubled.
Yeah.
Population, they say, is exploding, but it's still only how many people in Perth? Is it
3.5
2 million?
Yeah,
3 million. So
3 million
pathetic,
people.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like Kalgoorlie mine town. It's pioneer world.
Yeah.
And then they're like, property's just got to keep spiraling. I'm like, I wonder why, because I'm like, there's only 3 million here. Do you know what I mean? There has to. 3 mil is a reflection, right? Do you know if you're in a food court and the lines, Perth has a very short one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's 3 million here.
Exactly.
Whereas what's the population? New York's got how many just in New York? 9 mil?
I'll check now because what's Perth City or what's Perth City's population? What do you reckon?
No, but you know what? So mates are like, mate, it's just going to double again. I'm like, well, wages haven't increased.
Mate, it's like Perth itself. Like, not talking Western Australia because the state's fucking huge. Just Perth. I mean, it's 2.3 mil.
2.3 mil, right?
So
and people are like, mate, get on the gravy train. It's got to keep happening. And I'm like, there's 2.5 million people here,
And
which
we
is
can't
barely
handle
even
it.
a settlement. Do you know? We can barely sustain a population with that many people. There's not even. And then they're like, wages haven't increased.
No.
And I know that resource is strong, but I'm like, property's doubled. And I was looking at apartments, and for the same price, I can get a view of the bridge,
Yes.
the Opera House in Sydney.
Yeah.
Or here you pay 1.3 mil for a view of SciTech. Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, they go Mount Lawley, Mount Hawthorne. It's incredible. I'm like, it's a fucking wasteland, dude.
Yeah.
It's the scene in Sopranos, you know, where he's going, get myself a gun and blow my brains out. Do you know where Tony's driving? Get myself a gun. This place is air conditioning business, fridge, in different commercial, rugs. Do you know when you drive along and they're like, dude, this is the happening strip, which is Mount Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Or is that Mount Lawley? With Mary's Bakery, Coles, Hungry
Mount
Jack's,
Lawley.
and 3 pubs. Like, well, it doesn't get better than this. $9 million. There's 3 coffee stores. I'm like, it is so embarrassing. The entire town is like kids at the end of the road setting up a lemonade stand.
Well, New York is 9 million people.
9 mil.
But that's,
And
that's
you know
9
what?
million living there.
And
then
an
you got your
apartment-
tourists every day.
Apartment's not that much worse.
No.
So you're like, you can live in Manhattan
Yeah.
or in Leadville. Do you know what I mean? And then people are like, dude, you better get on it. You better get on it.
Yeah.
You better, it's going to keep blowing up. I'm like, well, the population needs to triple. And maybe it will. But I tell you, now that it's $1 million for a house in Perth,
Oh, mate.
fucking people are going to think twice about it. You only need one summer where you actually watch melanoma grow on your skin.
You watch it in real
You're
time.
sitting on your balcony going, I
I've got it
can't
there.
escape the sun. We're at 60 degrees. We can slow roast a chook.
Right.
And you're out on your balcony, asbestos, a 90 square meter studio.
Yeah.
With a view of SciTech. And they're like, living the dream. You're living so good here, man.
For our
A lot of the
international-
bands don't even come here anymore because they're fucking sick of it.
Yeah, so any international or interstate. SciTech is just like this old science building that's just outside the city, and it's
Is that what you're looking at?
hey,
What were you saying?
that's what I'm talking. I'm telling them what SciTech is.
Oh, SciTech is just
It's just
a science display for children in the middle of our city. It's like a weird coat hanger ball that they made. And then you go in there and almost all of it is just a vacuum that blows paper up into the sky. And that's there. Every Perth guy is going, holy fuck, this is incredible. And it's just, it's an air vortex. And people are like, that's not really science, dude. It's just people being impressed by wind.
Yeah, I went to the Gingin Observatory the other day.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. So dark, and they're going to be the first place, I think, on the planet to register an area as I can't remember the exact terms, but they were light pollution free.
That's crazy.
So you won't be able to build there and create certain light,
Mate, yeah, because when you
certain amounts of light.
that is one of the joys of being in the isolated city.
Yeah.
Is do you know there's no light pollution? So if you get a little bit out of the city, you can see the stars.
Yeah.
You can't really do that as much in London and those areas because do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Whereas here, you go out to the hills and you can actually see everything, and it's pretty impressive.
It's fucking beautiful.
Gingin's good, dude. Are there
Mate,
still
look-
sort of creepy sci-fi Simpsons type guys running it?
Yes.
Because when I went, there were real dorks with like Pokemon backpacks, and their big joke was handing out snack-sized Mars bars and fucking what are the other anything with reference to the stars?
No, well, we didn't have that.
A
but
galaxy bar, a Mars bar,
Milky Way.
Milky Way. They loved it, and he goes, "Better than Milky Way, and it's up there as well."
Mate.
And then he goes, "Did you watch the season finale of Simpsons?"
No.
I'm like, "You weird."
Are you wearing a Pokemon hat?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Simpson. That's the.
I swear
That's
that's what
that-
Ash wears in Pokemon.
This is the nuclear facility
Yeah.
logo for the nuclear power plant.
That looks
of
like what
Simpsons.
Ash wears in Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't
Listeners,
know,
if you're
man.
watching at home.
So there's always creepy pedo vibes around observatories because there's a guy that doesn't grow up. He's either doing model trains,
Yeah.
or staring at stars.
Oh,
Dinosaurs people grow out of normally,
Yeah.
but there's normally a very creepy, weird man.
He was lovely, but he was into it.
Let me guess,
And
was
he
he bald?
hate-
Bald and overweight?
No, but he hated Elon Musk.
Did he?
And he made it very obvious. Someone who was even like, there's no proof that the Earth's not flat, and he nearly got in a big stoush with the guy.
Did he get angry?
He got angry and he was trying to prove it, and then the conversation wasn't going anywhere. And I was just like, can we look at
How
some
funny is
telescopes,
it,
bro?
though,
But
to try rev up and apply logic. So someone will go like the world's flat, and
Yeah.
then you feel like it's your duty to try honor it. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, it's so fun. It's so fun. Just saying stupid stuff.
mate, what was so beautiful though, what I did love, is fucking incredible to look at. And you get the most powerful telescopes and it looks further. There was this little star and you can barely see it. It's one of these stars that when you look at it, you can't see it the way our eyes work, or you barely can see it.
Yeah.
If you look a little bit to the side, you can see it in your periphery. So they zoom in on that, and that star is 1,000,000 stars. It's a
Wow, so it
it's
can
a
just
globular
it creeps
galaxy.
up on you if you don't have it in your periphery. A bit like the guy hosting the thing. The same way he sort of brushes up against some of the women.
By the end of it,
near
even
the
Grace is like, fuck, this guy is a lot. He warned us at the start in his little intro speech about what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do throughout the night. And he's like, I actually got a 1-star Google review the other day because I gave too much information. And we were like, oh, well,
Yeah,
mate,
they're all
I
on
want
the
all the
spectrum,
information.
dude.
So this guy's, and then by the end of it, we're like, yeah, you gave
They're on the spectrum. It's
you
a
gave
bit
a bit too much, bro.
very similar to stand up. Like if you went and watched his presentation a few days, you would be like, oh my God, this guy is like a train.
And I know quite a bit about space.
Did you?
And so it wasn't him that I stumped, but his son, I think maybe, who's an astronomer as well. And I was asking about Jupiter and like, it's a gas. Is it condensed? How does it work? Like when Schumacher-Levy 9 hit the impact and created a big explosion, like what was that? What's it hitting? All that sort of stuff. And kind of stumped him a little bit, which
That's what you want, man.
but he ended up saying, oh, that's, when they stutter and they're like,
Dude,
oh,
that's
they're
what
searching.
you really want.
Yeah, you
We've
wanna
done it with mates
Yeah.
on a boys' trip, and you get them tongue-tied. And you're actually on your phone looking up some complex shit and contentious stuff, and you get them all flapped, going, and you go like, that's sort of out of my remit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them on teleprompt, they'll be like, and they just loop and repeat.
Yeah.
But you know what's so sad is them going to Coles every day,
Yeah.
getting the Milky Way bars, lining up, and then doing the same chat, and everyone goes, it's incredible, dude, it's changed my life. And he goes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you feel so small. And then he drives home and jacks off in his studio apartment to some of the women that he was looking at. And then he returns the next day. Yeah, it's so big. It makes you feel so infinite. And it makes you really appreciate your life, doesn't it? Have a Milky Way. Oh, Milky Way. And then back to his apartment. I'm like, this creepy Peter, dude, just brushing up against girls' breasts as they're on the telescope, microscopes. Oh, yeah, look, and he'd be like this. Do you know like the golf coach? Hold back, lean back, Jenny. Lean back, Jenny. Yeah, there it is. There's the black hole. And she's like, it's amazing. I feel tingles through my back. And it's like, that's because I'm breathing in your neck. And I'm an overweight pedophile. And you go like, I feel chills. And you're like, yeah, that's creepy aura. It's intuitive. Humans respond.
Intuition, I'm about to be
I'm saying
fucking
the reason you
murdered.
keep getting- it's cold up here. I'm getting all pins and needles. And I'm like, no, it's because you're around a registered sex offender and you're getting triggered with him near your children. But yeah, dude, those guys out there, creep Phil. You need to go in with a big hose and wash them out.
You know how I never clip up your funny shit? I'm clipping that up.
No, you gotta, dude. You
that
always
is
talk
so
it up.
fucking funny.
It wasn't funny, man. I'm
That's
putting my
so
glasses back
good.
on. But
I love it.
because we had a family friend that was that, and he ran the Gingin thing.
Oh, really?
And he was a creeper.
Yeah, okay.
And then he would sometimes try get us onto his roof to look at stars.
Really?
And it was
Don't
like,
you find that would be good though?
it is good, but dude, I think when you're like 12, you don't really want to have a working relationship with a 50-year-old man. Do you know, it's just the timeline is not right.
Yeah.
Do you know, I sit with my boy, I'm like, they don't really want a big brother experience with
Yeah.
an elderly guy. Do you know, it's because you're looking, everything's fresh.
Oh man, I've noticed that. Hey, I've noticed that with all my mates' kids.
They don't
when
wanna
we go
talk to you
when we
then.
go like on our trip up to Lancelin, or we go over to Bali, and or we go way up to York, and it's funny because I'm still Uncle Branchy to all of them. Like,
Yeah,
and we still have fun, but I can see them just at this point now where I try and be stupid and fun with them, and they're like, they just roll their eyes.
Oh, they cringe, dude.
They're
Mine are like that as well.
Fucking
I had
okay.
it this morning
I'm
at,
like, fuck, I've lost them.
I had it this morning at my kids' concert
Yeah.
in year 6.
Yeah.
And I arrived, and normally I'm joking around.
Yeah,
And then I saw him, and he looked like in himself, like distressed.
yeah.
And I thought, fuck, is he getting bullied or what's going on?
Yeah.
I realized it was just shame and embarrassment. Because then I was, I was on the swing
Oh, isn't that
while they were
fucked?
doing the assembly, and
Yeah.
kids were looking and laughing at me. And then I realized, oh, no, they're laughing at me.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassing him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's actually just dreading that his dickhead dad
Yeah.
could humiliate him. As soon as I'd fucked off,
Yeah.
it was fine. And then you realize, oh, like part of growing up is the joy of just pushing the past away.
Yeah.
Do you know, because we all explain and go, this is how life works. They want to make their own life,
Yeah.
their own culture and version. And
Yes.
it's like us encroaching and going, g'day, Cobber, you know, and trying to do all our.
Yeah, exactly.
All
I remember
our
my
bits.
dad doing it. I remember.
And you're sort of robbing them at the moment of creating their own sort of groups and cultures and you know and presence on this place, and you're like, no, we sing Old Lang Syne, we do all this,
Yeah.
do you know? And they're like,
Yeah.
nah, Dad, we do 6/7.
Yeah. Yes.
6/7's out now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as a dad says
Mate,
it, you know it's gone.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I was saying to my son. I'm like, I can kill all your trends by just
By
yelling
just
them
yelling.
at school.
said,
I'll
Scotty
kill
said
it
it to
straight
me
away.
the other day. She's like
6'7"?
6'7". I was
Dude,
like,
well,
you
that
fuck.
is very lame. Scotty's
Well, we,
there was a big
Mate, I got
reset at the
bullied.
beginning of year.
I got bullied at our last get together. We went out to York. The 30 of us are out there with all our kids,
Yeah.
and we're camping out in the property out there, and in there playing with the kids just to make sure Scotty's okay, because there's a lot of kids. Overwhelms her a bit. We're on the fucking gymnastics stuff.
Yeah.
And I hurt my knee, like I fell on it, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck. And I fall to the ground, and then Harper, who's she's a fucking great kid. She is a good kid. She's 13 years old.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, what's the matter, Grandpa? Fucking hurt yourself. And I'm like,
great
oh,
banter.
yeah, great banter. And I was like, oh, mate, what are you doing? Are you bullying me? And she's like, no, just like stop being an old man. And and I said, I'm going to go tell your parents that you're bullying me. And she cut me off, and she's like, you're going to tell my parents that a 13-year-old is bullying a 38-year-old man.
She got you.
And I was just like, oh no,
yeah.
you've beaten me. I was like, I feel so,
Dude.
I feel so bullied, and I had to leave. She was laughing.
unbelievable.
She was laughing at me
Because they can screw you.
she fucking won by a long
She could have
way.
actually ramped it up. I did it. I
She's a
remember
good kid, and she
when we were
loves it,
younger
but
at Bali, telling the you know, the street hawkers, the kids.
Yeah.
I said, you got to yell, that man touched me, and just keep yelling. And I said, you want to get some real money, falsely accuse some of these tourists of like inappropriate behavior. And I said, if you just keep screaming, no, he did it, and then go 500 ringy, he did it. I'm like, you don't have to sell shit, dude. Just accuse random drunks of crossing lines. But you know, that's why some of the cool uncle is the most popular, because he often does early on. He wants it, but then because he's so depressed and doesn't give a shit, they respect it. Because do you know sometimes when they're older, the guy that has no interest in the kids is actually the popular one. You know the guy that arrives on the motorbike and they go, move, dickhead. And he goes, where's the fucking drinks? Goes out back and they're like, oh, Danny. And you see them all looking because he's not making any effort. And they're like, fuck, he's cool.
Yeah.
And you just see him on the back fence pissing, going, look away, dickheads. And you're like, but when you're trying for it, it's basic psychology, dude. At that area where they're not sure of themselves. And they're looking to fit in and find their spot. A needy dad that's trying too hard to connect is literally kryptonite, because it's social kryptonite. Because if you did that in year 8 at school and you're like, where are we going for lunch? People are like, you're not coming. You have to be like this, fuck lunch.
Yeah, Scotty, like when I walk out of school, she'll now get to a point where she's like, all right, you go now.
Yeah.
And she walks into the class by herself.
Yeah, we've got a lot, because being more in the creative space, you put your kids in a bad position, because unless you've blown up and you're mega famous, you're like, that's Shane Gillis. It's very much like your dad is the batshit crazy one in thongs. Don't you think? Whereas the other guys capitulated. He works for Rio Tinto. He's got a Rio Tinto umbrella. He's paid the house and he's ticked all the boxes.
Well,
so he can buy the trends and get the nice shoes.
Is what we're doing here cringe for like my daughter and your sons?
What?
Like what we're doing here?
Oh, dude, it's so shameful, because this creative space, it's like what I was saying on that pod I was on, and it was like Will Anderson and others. The crowd rank you by how famous you are. As in all humans are equal in my opinion, but they rank you by notoriety. And because of that, if you over talk, they're like, who's he, man? Like he's not on the project and he hasn't done the ad show for 20 years saying ads are bad. Do you know what I mean? And they're like, what the fuck? He just bulldozing through. But I'm saying, like, I've got probably a year left before I become one of the biggest horrible embarrassment.
I don't think so. I think you're doing good.
No, dude, I'm
But
fine.
you mean you want to reach the pinnacle where it's okay to be
Well, you want to have succeeded on the dream.
succeeded,
Because it's very hard to have your dad saying he's a gold miner, but he's not hit gold. And you just see him like digging. And then you're going, there'll be a point where he'll feel ashamed, because he'll be like, well,
But
you
at what
should have
point-
fucking quit.
But you're obviously let's use you for example. Your talent is incredible. You are so talented in comedy.
Nah.
And the only thing that's probably gotten in your way is location.
Well, man, that was the big penny drop going to America was you feel like you got the potential, but then you also realize you've neglected it for 7 years, because as good as the scene is here, it's not really good enough.
No.
You're up against, a window washer guy and a guy that's doing it as a hobby. And you have to steel sharpen steel. You realize, like, you have to be around the best to become the best. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you get there and you're in the main scene and you're like, I reckon I could lift, but I need to spend a lot of time here with the osmosis and pushing. It's like a runner. It's like when you play tennis with a shit tennis player.
It's momentum.
And you're lobbing and stuff. Or you play with a gun and suddenly you're hitting the ball 140K. You know what I mean? And you're doing top spins. Whereas if you get a real diddler, you're lobbing, and then it's hard because you're
a product of your environment.
You'll go to America and you're like, this isn't at the standard, but I believe I could be at the standard. I just needed altitude training and a bit more like pushing on.
And that's in any field.
Yeah, in any field. So the idea that you just leave Perth and then blow up in America, it's like, no, you actually have to catch up and train like you would with an elite footy team.
Yes.
You need to be there for a year or two and go, oh, Yeah, I got way better
Yeah.
at
yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
Like there's potential, but you have to optimize it.
That's a very good point.
And that's the problem here, dude. Big city dreams.
Yeah.
This is really just a glorified karaoke, man.
It is a cool hub. It's a good place to base yourself and live, but it's not where
Yeah, dude.
dreams are made of.
It depends what you want. Like, because I can see how this place works for you because you're very outdoorsy. You know, you like exercise and going out. But if you're like cosmopolitan, you want to have like espresso marts. You know, if you want to be night orientated. Do you know where it's grimy? There's smoke coming out of the thing.
Yeah.
There's like a dodgy. You know, like that's what I thrive off. Like big cities.
Yeah.
I feel like I feed off the energy.
Do you like New York?
Dude, I find I love it.
Yeah.
And the
There's something-
suburbs scare the fuck out of me. Like I'm often running around going, why is it so quiet?
Yeah.
And I don't get calmness from it. I have all my energy drained because I'll just sit here like one solitary dog walker walk past and I'm like, it's like post-apocalyptic world. And
I get that.
And I'm like, I have tears streaming down my eye. I'm like, we only live once.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I in the suburbs?
Do you think that's because the illusion that the opportunities are all in? Because I always had this vision of New York as a place of opportunity, and there's so much going on and so many things and potentials in that area. That's, I think, probably an illusion though.
No, but you're missing opportunities. For me, what's happened, it's say you're at a festival, there's 3 main stages.
Yeah.
Do you know, like London, New York, wherever, and then you're actually at the campsite, hanging way away. Do you know, at Glastonbury, and you're away, and there's a few people around and one food truck.
Yeah.
And then you're like, someone's got their U-boom speakers playing.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, it's good.
But over there,
it is actually like
that's
the
a fucking
same
great
band, and we're loving it. And we're like, and then one guy will rip in and do a freestyle, and you're like, you're so good, dude. And I'm like, can we just fucking go to the main stage?
Yeah.
And watch the actual guys here?
Yeah.
That's whatever the band.
That's a very
so
that's great
that's
analogy.
what's depressing because you have one life.
Yeah.
And it's like you're hanging around the place where people are doing covers, and you literally could be seeing Jimi Hendrix live.
Now, I guess the issue that we both have, and it's not an issue, it's just what it is. We both have kids, and they're here, and we also have kids shared with an ex. They're not going to move, so we are stuck here, and stuck isn't the right word, but we are here. And
and I'm not. Doesn't mean we
can't just go over for 2 to 3 months a year, like back and forth.
I don't begrudge that because like.
If it's worth it.
My only reason I'm frustrated about it is before we had kids, I was like, dude, I have to do comedy. So I can't. And then we had agreed, no, we'll work together. We'll stay here. And I was like, Sydney had already been a compromise for me. I was like, dude, I want to stay in London.
Well,
and then I was like, okay, I'll do this. But then you can compromise. It's getting better now, dude. The early years were so bad because I wasn't able to go anywhere.
Yeah, well,
because we had a scheduling that was set up that almost seemed vindictive. It was like no weekends, random days. This day would swap, and I'm like, I couldn't get any escape. For 5 years, and then by the time I could, I trashed all my money just gambling, and it was like, now I can potentially go a week on, week off, which I might do. Yeah, I'm thinking about just getting a job in Sydney.
Well, it just depends on what you can do financially, what's worth it, and also what's fulfilling to you.
Do you think I reckon if I lived in Sydney and then flew back here, because I feel like I could get a normal job there and I could probably even get a writing job and do something creative and then fly back here.
Well, fuck, if that works for you.
Dude, it would be sick.
Yeah.
Because you know what happened was when I was doing the Austin flights.
What's the room over in Sydney?
One flight took me 36 hours.
Fucking hell.
30 or day, but you know what I mean? I'm like,
but
5
from
hours
Sydney
isn't that bad.
Yeah, from Sydney to LA is fuck all, eh?
Yeah,
it's like
and
10
it's
hours
way easier. And then
something.
also, Perth to Sydney's not bad. 5 hours is nothing.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Once you get into the zone.
Yeah. And so, that's a good point. But I guess.
But then you miss a lot of sport and school stuff.
Yeah.
And you often have to be an extra set of hands because it'll be like, oh, someone has to take him to the birthday. Someone has to take him to the soccer. Do you know what I mean? And if you're not there, you're actually screwing your partner over.
Are you at that point, though? You're always flirting with it. I see it. You're flirting with that. Like, it doesn't matter anyway.
What, leaving?
Just anything.
Yeah.
Like your success. your success in getting to that goal. Obviously, you want it.
Yeah.
Anyone wants it. This is something I've been like really not battling with over the last 2 or 3 years, but definitely coming to terms with. And it's feeling so much easier now to not have to achieve success.
Yeah.
And that it just nothing matters. Like life, everyone takes life so seriously.
Yeah. This is a good point.
And so they equate their success or their importance in life based on achieving certain goals and outcomes.
Yeah.
When that's never been the point of living in the first place.
Well, 100%.
The whole point of living at all was to exist and to experience.
Experiences were everything, and now it's possessions and comfort, which is the death of oneself. Do you know what I mean? The atrophy of your spirit, which is finding a Mount Hawthorn place that's paid off,
yes,
a holiday house that's paid off,
Yeah.
enough money that you don't have to worry about anything, and then wondering, like if you were doing muscles in your body, if you just stopped training and ate donuts, and you like how bad you disintegrate.
But even having all of that, then, and if you don't have the time to spend with the loved ones around you and connections,
you lose out, dude.
You've lost.
And then you're listless. Even the people I've had that have made a lot of money, then you're like, well, now what?
Yeah.
And it's sort of like if you completed the game of Zelda and then you spend weeks just wandering the maps.
Yes.
And you're like, you've
there
completed
anything
all
else?
tasks,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like whistling, wandering around these reloading screens.
So-
and you're like, in many ways, achieving your dream is the end.
Yes.
And that's the death of you. Unless it's continually evolving and you learn, there was no dream. I just get in something that I'm interested in and keep doing things around that area.
Yes.
But if you have this idea that a white picket fence and a car are going to satiate you, you're in for a big wake up.
Yes.
Because there's a day when you lock that door behind you.
Yeah.
And you see it a lot because it's the standard divorce scenario, which is the renovation that ends up the dream house, then the renovation, and then the explosive divorce.
Yeah.
Because you had finally got the final pin cushion thrown on the bed.
Yeah.
And you realize this is fucking empty.
Well, when people realize that nothing matters, that it doesn't matter, that doesn't mean like you stop doing things and you stop trying to do stuff. Well, it's not trying. You stop trying to do things by force. And instead of forcing
drifting.
life and working towards something, you start playing with life.
Wow, because that is something that
Isn't that so much more beautiful, playing with it?
playing with it's good, man, because it's something I've experienced now that I've been pushed financially and more hardship.
Yeah.
Is you get so bitter and angry and property's going up, and then you realize after days screeching out your car window, slamming the steering wheel, there is no option but to be in the now.
Yes, correct.
And then you actually slow down your heart rate and you realize that you're like, oh, dude, just enjoy the coffee.
Yeah.
And you're like, your car's falling apart. You hear one of the bumpers falling off as you're eating, as you're drinking the coffee, and you're just like, how good's the sun on your face?
Yeah.
And you're sort of forced into the moment because you're like, you can't even consider tomorrow because it's too stressful.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you go at school pickup and you just go on like one of those, those spinning things that you can rock back and forward.
Yeah.
You lie on your back of that with your eyes shut and
Yeah.
you're like, this is fucking heaven.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Like people will say, oh, I had a bad day. And you're like, no, you had a bad 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you let that
nothing.
affect the rest of your day.
And then you know what? You get a high. Like I've got this shit heap.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm gonna just fix it up. And you spend hours wasting your time like getting the bumpers nice, and then you reinstall a solenoid, and you just like, this feels better than when I fucking made $1 million straight.
Yeah.
And you drive around it, and
you know
all the neighbors are like, you're in like a shit heap. And the guy's like fixing paint chips.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this feels better than a holiday house, dude. How good's the car? And people are like, I drove to the gig and they're like, that's a fucking shit heap. Tori was like, yeah, that's the worst car. I spent days doing it up. And he goes, it's blue. He goes, that's so gay. That car's so pathetic.
Is that the Hyundai?
Yeah. That's so pathetic. And he didn't know I'd spent 5 days like polishing it up.
It just breaks your heart.
And he goes, that is such a lame car, man. And laughed at me.
Such a
But what
soccer
I'm
mum
saying,
car.
it's all perspective because you get so broken now that just tending to something minor. And I think this always happens with the old people because you see that they get to a state where they just do their garden.
Yeah.
And making a nice garden psychologically is just so meditative and it's so good. Being in the now, enjoying it, and then just looking at the flower and going, fuck yeah. Like when it pops out and sniff it.
Yeah.
And then you look at a little seedling and you see a little bug on it.
Yeah.
And you're like, how good's that, dude?
That's
and
why
you get the wonder of what you had as a kid, because when you were a kid, I remember just lying at the back window.
Yeah.
Looking out, at landscape shit and things moving. And it was like a full animated Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Where you'd just be like, whoa, look at that little ladybug. And you're like, the sand, it's so detailed. And you remember staring and you'd be like, probably grinding your teeth in the wooden thing. Your mum would come and slap you in the back of the head. You're grinding on the wooden the bed and just staring at like existence.
Yeah.
In awe.
I remember.
In
As
awe.
a
No
kid,
one does it now, dude.
No.
You can tell it because
we've done it a couple of times, me and Scotty, and it's hard because they've got instant gratification and they've got all these other distractions and they want other entertainment. We've done it a couple of times where with Scotty, I'm going, let's cloud watch. And and then like you lie down on the trampoline in the front yard and we just look up at the clouds and then try and get her to imagine.
Dude, that is so good.
Eventually she'll get bored.
No, but that's
and she'll
such
be
a
like,
good
okay, I'm done,
moment
Dad. Let's play tag.
For your connection. That's another great way to talk to kids is like in the back of the car or those sort of scenarios.
Yeah.
You get them open up. But yeah, man, no one does enough of that. And you almost need, I think we'd spoken about it in the pod before where once a year having an adventure or a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we talk about that years ago?
Maybe.
Where there was a guy he would try every year, to do something.
Yeah.
Do you know like that kid that just saved his family?
Yeah.
Paddling.
Yeah.
Like how good their connection is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? After that moment of having a moment of cohesion in your family and how often you don't do that, dude.
Yeah.
You go to Bali, you're complaining about the seats, the neck, then your dad storms off when you get to the hotel because the room's not close enough to the pool.
Yeah.
And you're just spoiled little fucks.
Yeah.
And you don't really have any moments.
No.
Because, you go to the monkey farm and you complain, he's charged us so much, he fucking won't, and it's like, no one's in the now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you weren't fucking there, dude.
It's quite difficult. I've been...
Camping's good for that.
I've been entertaining the idea of paying someone or at least trialing someone to do clips and stuff for the pod and running our socials. Because other than that, I probably wouldn't need to go on.
Yeah.
It would be fucking incredible.
Well, dude,
I've just turned off all notifications.
It's so
on like messages and stuff. Do you know how fucking big that is? Like not,
dude. I'm so glad you did that
because because you'd be going through your day and you get the vibration and you just feel like on your messenger. And so when I want to go and I'll go right, I got 10 minutes. Let's go onto my messenger and let's see who's messaged me. Then I can go through it. But fuck, like not getting them. But Grace has realised I don't look at Messenger.
Oh, yeah.
So she's had to message me saying, hey, I sent you this on Messenger.
Oh, dude, I've done that. I did that a few days ago and went offline.
Yeah.
And then obviously all shit hits the fan because Johnny's trying to ring me. Other people are ringing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you're like, you do have to sort of be available.
Correct.
Because they're ringing multiple times.
Yeah.
And you just like left your phone inside working on the car.
Yeah.
Just go like this.
Yeah.
Like working on little paint chips. And then you're like, you come in and like they're like, look, if you don't fucking respond, you're out of this gig.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you can't detach. But it is a weird thing, man, because you upload those videos. What do the numbers mean anyway? Like it could just be like a kid saying 1 trillion for infinity billion. Do you know? I know it translates into money and views, but realistically, 300 views versus 3 billion versus 10 million. Do you know what I mean? Like it means fuck all.
Yeah.
What is it? Dude, a number metric. And then like what I was saying, like then the ranking system. So if you do a live pod, you better be quiet. Because this guy's got infinity and beyond views.
Yeah.
I'm like, who cares this shit? What do we care?
Yeah.
Do you know the thing?
Yeah. No, I agree.
But why do we yearn for that? Because what you really should do is, and I don't do it, is curate something you're proud of without feedback and go like, these are the clips that I want. Instead, you're in there and you're like, do a real short one, provocative.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you're
correct.
Something about autism, it'll probably trigger. And you're like, can't be more than 16 seconds. And you're like, none of this even makes sense. And then your clip's like a random open mic because you're getting desperate. It's 16 seconds with a joke that doesn't really work. It's a throwaway in a big section.
Yeah.
And then you're up, and then you've got people thinking, "Oh, that's his comedy." It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm definitely detaching from the social media side of things.
Dude, imagine if everyone just stopped.
Yeah.
That'd be so crazy.
Interesting way to think.
Imagine a moment where, like,
A world that
they're talking about these movements is like, you know, because this is the thing that's happening with Epstein and stuff. They all want like just, but the real thing is to change the vibe. You know what I mean? Like what they've created, right? Brainwashing and consumption and materialism is imagine the real way you can destroy them is for people to start fucking logging out of social media and removing all their mechanisms because they've got psychiatrists and shit manipulating you for this dopamine thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's when they'd start to panic. We're all in there going, like, they need to go to jail. What would really happen? Imagine if 80% of people just fucking deleted Instagram and they were just like, what the fuck? And they're like, nah, dude, we're just using a private connection mechanism. And they're like, what do you mean no one's on? And they're like, dude, there was this big blackout day and it was 80% of the population just deleted all social media apps. And imagine the panic of the attached money and businessmen. That's when they'd be screaming at the alien overlords going like, they fucking disconnected from the fucking what do you mean they've disconnected? We've told them that they need posh houses and cars to be happy. And they're like, they fucking worked it out, dude. They all suspended. It would be a happy day, dude.
I think so.
Because you know what the other thing is? We're not the best version of ourselves because they're spiking us the whole time.
Yeah, so this is going up when I'm in New Zealand, for example.
You're not going to be on it?
No.
Because
I've got all drafts set up. I'm just going to like put them all, they're just going to go up. Whenever they go, I don't care. I'm not going to, I need to stop interacting in the comment section. I feel bad, but I'm going to stop interacting in the comment section.
Dude, imagine you come back and you're banned from YouTube. There's no money.
Yeah.
And you're like, I should have stayed on. I could afford it. And they go, you had 14 days to respond to the request. But you are now terminated.
How much better is that going to be? Just wandering around Queenstown, hiking up mountains and not worrying about what the fuck's going on in the world.
Yeah, dude. Pocock was talking about it. Did you see Pocock, the politician?
No.
He was interviewing Meta.
Yeah.
Talking about their games and the proof that it does affect you because they trigger fight or flight like responses and anxiety and anger and frustration and they escalator.
Yeah.
And saying that they're doing that for money. And obviously the Meta guy was denying. And that's one of the hardest parts, dude, with Epstein and all of them. You never really get to the root of the problem. You always got a puppet. They're layers and layers of puppets. So it's always some blonde chick skitzing out going, the Dow Jones up. And you're like, this isn't the person we need to be talking to. We need fucking Trump at the table. We need whoever some of these big names are.
Yeah.
We need a 5-day chat with the main people behind the curtain. But they never get touched, dude.
No,
there's scapegoats everywhere. So there'll be like the head of FBI will roll over.
Yeah.
That blonde girl will roll over.
Trump will roll over.
And she was just a sacrifice. And then like they sacrifice babies.
Yeah.
Do you know? And then they'll be like, well, we got our pound of flesh, but you didn't really get to the guy with half alien, half normal face. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll never penetrate the beast.
Yeah.
What will happen is we'll go, we got Andrew, but Andrew's been dumped a long time ago.
But yeah, well, that's true.
Because as soon as he lost his title, they were like, okay, just evaporate this boy.
Yeah.
It's just
a scapegoat. And
he knew it. Like he would have been waiting, going like, I have no more protection. I'm going to get smoked.
Yeah.
Has anything happened?
No, and it won't. I don't know if that's I don't know. It just goes back to, no, I'm not saying it doesn't matter because it does. What's fucking happening is what can you control?
Well, this is what frustrates me because there's justice and there's a whole mechanism with the FBI and people to investigate it, and now there's just a string of files with no. Like if you hit a car down at the shops, someone comes, you do a report, it's all in there. I'm like, where is the investigation? I want to just see the conclusion. Because now what we're doing is just getting drip fed random data and like we are doing crime Crime Files, the podcast,
Yeah.
just going like, do conspiracies. I'm like, where is the attached conclusions? Where I'm like, here's the investigation. Turned out we couldn't get enough because the girl wouldn't talk. Here's this. Now we're just getting random shit and we're doing Cluedo in real life. And people are just, and then the other thing is they can muddy it up because there's a lot of bullshit in there.
Which is exactly
Which is killing it because you'll be like, that's not true. You know, that'll be that music clip. Then it's someone I used to know. And you're like, no, I know that was 20 years ago. Or, not 20, but like, that was another. And then some lying little prick online is making that came out of the files. And I'm like, that didn't. I saw that a few years ago. It was a rich guy, outside of the bounds. And they're just confusing with information.
Yeah, I spoke to this last week or the week before, and it's just something they call controlled confusion, which is they give you the illusion of transparency by releasing a heap of stuff that doesn't quite give you all the information, muddies the waters, some of it half-truth, some of it truth, some of it complete fabrications, and then everyone just gets so fatigued, but they're just like...
And we're not going to do anything about it because we've already shown they already bought us, right? They bought our soul for a shelter. We are happy to work for Rio Tinto and all of them just to get stuff.
Yeah.
We don't want experiences anymore. We're happy to get 2 weeks a year. So they're like, oh, so scared from the guy that sold his soul at 18. Or is he coming at me? I'm like, do you know what I mean? I know for 300 grand a year, he won't say shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you get close, it's 1 second of money because they already bought you. You're already branded. And then you're like, I'm going to get you. And you're like, dude, you're in chains, man. You're not going to do shit. And I think that's what's scaring me now, man. Like, nothing's going to happen.
No, nothing.
It'll peter out, dude.
It will. Or they'll bring up another one. They'll bring up the aliens, or they'll bring up something else.
We just got to marry AI. That's I'm saving myself for AI.
I don't know.
Have an AI baby.
I don't think it's going to be a very good couple of years.
Oh, dude, but the thing is, you know what?
It's gonna be messy.
Everyone wants to pretend they're the eye of the storm. Not much really happens here anyway.
We're
on a rock spinning around. It's like there is chaos, and I'm sure when Rome fell, they thought it was the end. And I'm like,
and World War II.
not a hell of a lot really goes on, especially in sleepy Perth. I'm like a bit of sunburn, and then a lot of gossip and chat. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know we in Perth and Australia has the highest per capita amount of pedophiles in the world.
Really?
And apparently we have via this information I want to say, I can't remember his name. He's an ex-CIA operative, and he speaks out now. He said there's the highest number of corruption and the most amount of pedophiles within Australian politics in the world.
It makes total sense because when you're in a small town, you can control. You say like somewhere like Perth.
Yeah,
you're able to control the mouthpieces. In a bigger cosmopolitan place, do you know what I mean? There's too many power dynamics going in. Whereas somewhere like here, we've only got 3 main: Stokes, Forrest, and Reinhardt. So they can actually pay it all off. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, the same for comedy. Like, you can actually control the scene.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, they can't, because you can't really control 320 million people. Yeah. And there's so many mini communities that are coming up and bustling up. Whereas here, you're like, if you burn your bridge with Rio Tinto and BHP and FMG, you're fucked. Do you know? So they've got a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, they've got a captive audience. It's like an ant farm. They're able to just go boo, 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 boo.
Is there anything they could do to this?
What?
This platform.
What do you mean?
For example, like if this just kept on growing and growing and growing.
What, on hard yarns?
Yeah. Is there anything they could do?
What, to stop you?
Yeah.
They'll wipe you out immediately, man.
You're that's what I mean. Like, but how? Like, what would they do?
They will
deplatform.
I mean,
pay YouTube to deplatform.
Nah, they will destroy your character.
Oh yeah.
They will basically they will like what you used to do. You know, where you had to walk through the town naked in those blocks.
Yeah.
They will do that.
But also,
and it doesn't actually have to be true.
To a point, I realised a long time ago that we were just talking to this, that we're so far removed from the world and any opportunity to speak to people and big names that we had to become the product.
Yeah.
And so the fact is we've been so open and vulnerable about our own flaws and our own things that we've done stupidly in the past and how we're always willing to change and move and grow. Like, how can you really...
Dude, they will get you, and you know how they'll do it?
How?
In the best way, because they always like a good laugh.
Yeah.
You'll get accused of paedophilia.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because they love irony, and they'll be like, oh, you just lick your lips.
Yeah.
And you'll be arrested, and there'll be a shot of him, and they're like, 17,000 images found on his hard drive. And you'll be like, they're fucking lies. And it'll be like Back to the Future 2, you know, where Biff gets framed.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't do it. What are you, chicken? And you'll be like,
Oh, yeah.
and then, no, what I'm saying to you is they control everything.
Yeah.
So they can totally sully you. And you know, I've seen it even getting divorced and losing a bit of cash. People shun you quick, dude. If you are a leper, you know, you saw it like what this your 13-year-old friend's doing. She's starting to try integrate and socialize.
Yeah.
And she sees you as a dog and she's pushing you away. She loves you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you've been
yeah.
kind to her her whole life.
Yeah.
But now she's willing to shove you in front of a bus to be popular. And which are all humans.
Yes.
They will shove. And it's sort of the saddest part of the Epstein files is the lack of response, because we all believe that we're kind and empathetic and good people. And we've heard of these horrific atrocities. And all we're really focusing on is getting more money and cars. Like, no one's really gone, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what really is
They're
happening?
eating babies.
Yeah, holy fuck. And like, I'm not going to work today. We need to stop this. Let's get all of social media. People are still at Rio Tinto and going like, one more year, we'll get the manager a holiday house.
Yeah.
You know, like, really? Has anyone done anything? We talk about it, but it's more just gossip talking about, you know, you hear your mates, like his wife's cheating on him. Like, we're all like talking about it, but no one's told him. Do you know, as in like no one's done anything.
What do you think happens? How could anything happen?
Well, I reckon the move we have to do is disconnect from social media. That's the most powerful move.
I agree. I think
the powerful move is just rip the cord out and go fuck off. No more data upload, download. You will not change my state, and just go fuck off.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my mates in code. You end up doing like some sort of tapping code they don't know.
I agree.
No, but
Just you go, fuck it. I'm just going to go catch up with me mate, Andrew
Subplatform.
Wolfe, and we can talk shit about Albanese behind his
imagine.
back.
That's
And just
like
not vote
throwing-
for him next time.
It'd be like throwing water on a witch.
Yeah.
Gates.
Also thinking that who you vote for changes
Gates,
anything.
Elon, they lose all control, and they're like, what do you mean they're off social media? 87%, 88%, and you're like, people are just disconnecting. It's a big upright. They're like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And they're like, how can we control their thoughts? And then they're like, dude, they're quitting their jobs. It turns out they don't give a fuck about getting the latest Audi. They never cared. They're spending more time with their kids. And they're like, we're losing them. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like you come out of the simulation and they're like, where are they?
Yeah.
They're down the beach. What the fuck? What do you mean?
What do you
They're at the
mean
gym.
they're being present?
Where are all the pedophiles? They're all at the Gin Gin Observatory. They've all gathered. There's thousands of them using the telescope. They've turned it down so they can look at the changing blocks down at Claremont.
That's.
Dude, imagine if you came to Gin Gin and you turned the telescope so he was looking in on boys.
How do we do? How do you,
Dude,
Because how do you?
disconnect.
I mean, that's
What the fuck, dude? We've been talking. I've been online for 20 years, talked to all these fucks.
Yeah.
We've said nothing.
Nothing.
I've had so many exchanges and I'm like, for what?
How do we?
How you going? Even Ronnie's messaging me now. I'm like, what are we talking about? Do you know what I mean? We're just looking for like assurance that we exist.
But we're in this. I guess it's we're in this conundrum where the only way to communicate that concept to everyone is now through social media.
now. And we're all on there, dude. It's like we're all
Such
in
a
the ocean
paradox.
blowing that whistle, looking for response through the fog. But what you actually have to do is just be comfortable, like you said, be in the now and lie back in the water and go like, hey, let just thoughts pass. I don't have to tell Aaron from accounts that I had a bad lunch.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drift. And you're like, I don't have to keep blowing my whistle to reassure myself that there are other people in the fog. Just relax. Go calmly.
Yeah.
Go softly amongst the people. But
But isn't walking in the fog part of the fun?
dude, 100. And then like, what's life like? Gossiping and bitching so fun.
Yeah, like
How good's bullying?
this is like what my point.
Once you get
that
a
I was
run
getting at,
on
where
and
nothing
you've got
matters.
someone
Like
you got someone on the road, you're whipping them.
but people get so attached to their identity and what they've perceived to be an issue in the world or something that's offensive and whatnot, and then they take it as an attack on their whole self.
That's why they get angry as well, because they've got a brand, what they think, and that's why they don't like people that don't see them that way.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's why you have a lot of problems with, you know, when you clash with someone,
Yeah.
it's generally because they don't perceive you in the way that you think you are. Do you know what I mean? They'll think you're mean,
Well, they'll
or
take
abrupt,
on
and they'll
old-
go, you're rude, and you're like, I'm kind.
Well,
and fun.
They'll take on old ideas,
Yeah.
and that one thing will, no matter what you meant by it, no matter what you said, it triggers the old idea that they've built.
Yeah.
Their old trauma responses.
Dude, and this is the other thing is like, all the combos are just drifting because no one even remembers what they're talking. You get advice, you might as well have an evil poltergeist whisper in your ear. Because no, you know what I mean? Like I've spoken to people and a month later they don't even remember the combo. Yeah. And you're like, what are we arguing about? Why did I even fucking talk to you, dude?
Yeah.
And then you hate them from one situation and they were actually just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Snapped at you and you're like, she's a bitch. And she's actually a really nice person.
Yeah.
And we're just all jumping around. But I don't even know if any of us know what we want.
That's the closing line of my new joke.
What is it? But do you think
I won't
humans
tell you
know
that.
what they want, or does it just change the whole time? I mean, our opinions change.
Yeah, that's the whole beauty
What we
of being
need and
human.
want changes.
Yeah.
I'm like, so it's all just shifting sands. And then you're like, I can't believe I argued with this person that doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know? I'm like, what was I doing?
We're not in. It does again. It keeps coming back. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
None of it
matter.
matters,
At all.
dude.
None of it matters.
It's like what
It's the
Davey was saying. It's just perfect.
yeah.
Now's perfect. If you die in 40 years, perfect.
Yeah.
You have to like just
Except that it's part of it.
well yeah, you just consciousness being alive is perfect.
If we truly believe that there is a God, or we believe
Yeah.
there's like a divine plan, or this whole, even the oneness, this understanding of what is us
yeah.
as a collective, and this the world of duality and
Yeah.
understanding, and I'm not in any way condoning what's happened, like in the Epstein files, for example. That's horrific. It's dark. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But to know light and dark, you need to know the opposite.
Yeah.
And if we are all the one thing experiencing itself from a variety of different perspectives,
We're that as well.
we are that as well.
We did that as well. We're capable of that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, dude, maybe sacrifice is how I get a nice house in Sydney.
But it's
Do you know that's what's
But if you
crazy
go
to me.
deeper into that, like that is, we are all of it, the good and the bad, the darkness and the light.
Well, I think that is a great moment that helps with your empathy. Is you have to acknowledge that you're capable of everything.
Yeah.
You can't be a deity and say that you're beyond it.
Yeah.
I think given the certain scenarios, all reflexes can come. Maybe not like pedophile, but
No,
you know what I mean?
no, yeah.
Like you are capable of being cruel and mean and
But
nasty.
that's more what I'm getting at is, what if that is what God is, or
That's what they're
universal
teaching you,
source?
dude.
It is experiencing itself. So if everything is God, or is that one infinite little moment of now experiencing itself infinitely across
yeah.
any form of dimension of time or space?
But there will always be an Epstein Island.
Yes,
There has to be.
has to be, and that's
so that
what,
there can be a Gingin observatory. as
yeah.
well.
And if that is like, if you are that, then again, not trying to be like,
So we were
condoning
all at
of
the
it.
P. Diddy party, dude.
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I do think you
At that concept of
I
oneness.
do think you can't judge because I'm like, the more you live, you realize all demonstrations of self you're capable of.
Yeah.
You just got lucky. Do you know what I mean? Even morality or being kind is just privilege. The lower you go down to the bottom, the meaner you get. It's like what you say when you get bullied at school, how quickly you're sad and then you turn angry and you become evil and nasty and you're like, oh, fucking, I'll shove her under it. I'll throw a brick at her.
And this is what
him.
This is what I was saying to Grace the other day. Like all these bad people, like you see really just assholes in life.
Yeah.
You're like, they were born a blank canvas, innocent, beautiful baby. Just so fucking kind.
Yeah, and they might have had, and then
that doesn't condone anything they've done in their life, but like we are all born innocent and beautiful and blank.
Yeah, and
that's
they're
molded to
that's
make.
how you end up being that supreme being where you realize, do you know where you see it sometimes, man. It doesn't happen often where there's a crazy person in the street, and rather than react, you see someone walk over and hug them and go like, dude, I hope you find your way. We've all been there. And I'm like, you need help. Do you know? And you're like, wow. Whereas I'm like, report him. You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to be like that, where you can see that, it's their experience that made them like that.
Yeah.
That made them so cruel and made them, and you're like, you're not helping it by responding with their same thing, because what you're effectively doing, you're falling victim to what they are. They had something bad happen and they were cruel, and then they're cruel to you and you're being cruel. It takes someone to draw a line and go, oh no, I'll be empathetic. I'll hug him and go, that's fine, dude. I know you robbed me, but it's all right. Hey, like I'll give you a little bit of money, but you're not taking the whole fucking wallet, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they hug you, and then guess what? Then when he goes to the bin fire, he's like, you know what? Grab that sausage. It's fine. Whereas normally he would have fucking stabbed. It's a collective of small moments, a butterfly effect that can change the world.
That's how I felt, and I haven't really spoken about it too much on the pod, but that's how I felt with Shin.
Yeah.
Like, it's not his fault, man. He's clearly had so much.
Why do comics always slap? We're so bitchy.
But he had he's clearly had so much shit happen to him in the past, which makes me actually empathetic to how he felt.
Dude, how good's that when someone gets aggressive and then you whisper, shh, you still love mate, and you just burst into tears.
Yeah, well, it didn't go that far.
I don't feel connected, man. I'm not part of the people are being mean to me, man.
Yeah, but
you
like
don't know what's brewing underneath.
But it's so hard to not react. It's so hard to not react in like a way that could have escalated situation, made it worse.
Why wouldn't you, man? Because it's the same reason you react in a car. You've got kids, and this fuckwit's hit your face, and you're like, if you fall and bang your head, you can't look after your family anymore. Yeah. So you're like, guess what? Fuckhead, you're rolling the dice on my ability to provide. I will fucking destroy you. Well, and as in you can see the fight and flight survival thing, because you're like, I've got 2 kids.
Yes,
you've just hit me. If you had coward punched me and I end up in a coma, they end up having a shit life. So the rage you feel, because you're imagining don't jeopardize them, and you're like, I'll make sure you never see your kids. And you're both fighting to go like, I will fucking make
Do you know the hilarity of that whole situation? So he ran up and he fucking, it was open hand. So it didn't full on. But it was a
fucking Chris Rock dude.
It was a Chris Rock.
Eddie, who was it?
So so for listeners, I told an Asian joke on stage, Asian comedian. He's like, I still like him. He's like, there's no bad blood. We're all good. But fucking not happy, man. Not happy. Ran up. Fucking no warning. Bang. Hit me. And like open hand, fucking across the face. Like, you think it's funny to tell Asian jokes and stuff. But the funny thing is, this is the hilarious part of it. And like, I look back on this and giggle. Have you seen The Other Guys?
Nah.
The movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
So there's a moment in that
wreck your story.
There's a moment in that movie where they're fighting at a funeral.
Yeah.
and the sergeant comes up and he's like, "What are you doing?" They're all fighting. They're like, "Get him, rip his head off." And they're all whispering. Well, me and Shin were still conscious of the fact that Lockie Skinner was still on stage. So we were still like had comedian etiquette and be like, "What are you doing?"
Still talking.
It was.
Oh, that's so funny.
The fact that we still maintained comedian etiquette to just keep it quiet at the back.
Oh, dude, but like,
but like, there's again going back on the situation. Like, he's been triggered by his whole life. Who was the Chris
Rock guy?
Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith. Yeah.
So he's clearly been fucking like marginalized and fucking abused and probably bullied all his life
probably by Rory Lowe.
Yeah. And then that's triggered that response in me, and I had to like fully like I don't know, not decompress. I had to within an instant you have to understand all that.
And you know what's so good is because they want big boy pants, when you go like, I understand, man, like when you first bought your lunch, everyone said the food smelled funny and you hug him, and you're like, you're a good boy, and you're licking your thing and doing his hair up.
Yeah.
But that's actually what he needs, because the reaction is just like explosive, because it's from years of torment.
Correct.
Where everyone on the bus, and he would have been outnumbered, and being like,
well, I'll say he clearly knows I am not racist. He knows like my parents live in Thailand, like because there's a Thai
your dad
joke.
gets
My parents live in
massages from
Thailand. Have lived there for fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
Like their family friends are all Thai. My best friend in high school. Everyone remembers my best friend who I went to high school with. He was Thai. I love Thai culture so much. I've got it fucking tattooed all over my body. I've got the lotus flower and the Buddha because 94% of Thailand is Buddhist, and I love that culture so much. I clearly am not racist, but he's equated it. It's his perception as to this is a racist thing to say and to joke about. And I understand, like, whatever's been triggered.
But also, man, it breaks protocol because comedians are meant
agree.
to have no censorship.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we're all in the group.
Especially he's the most offensive bloke in the fucking Perth.
We're all in the group chat, and we all know
yeah.
that we're all going to jail. It's what's said in green rooms, and there's no etiquette in comedy.
Yeah.
That's one of the great privileges of being a comic.
Yes.
Is there's no censorship.
Yeah.
As in, like, that is what makes it so good, because there's an agreement that fuck society, fuck all your rules, and this is a group of renegades that it sounds trying to be big deal, but that don't give a shit about any convention. Yeah. And like, look, we will try to hear it, but what we're really doing is the smell test, because none of us give a fuck, and we just hold it around the morons and see how far we can push it. The reality is we want to push it all the way across, but we just get a line of sheep every week and go like, how nasty and vicious can we do this? Because we really don't want any etiquette or protocol. Yeah. I don't want any rules.
You don't take words as violence.
I don't want any rules. I want to provoke. I would like to do an hour in an accent. It would be fun. and you know what?
One second, my camera went off.
You can go. In our green room, everyone's lying if they say they don't do this. And that's the hard bit of the judgment, dude. It's like, get lost. But whatever, man. Maybe the joke was a bit... I like the premise, but who knows? Maybe you rammed it in a bit, bruh. It's also... That's the other problem, dude. Yeah. Shin does have an argument. Because to finesse dark shit and make it work is the art, right? That's what...
Correct.
It takes years to learn. So I'm like, you might have had a bit too blunt force trauma and not enough lube on the delivery. So to be honest, you might have gone to the wrong side. Like when I hear the general thing, like your daughter has a lisp, they get a speech therapist that then has an Asian accent, so she loses the lisp but now speaks with an accent. Yeah. That's funny contextually, but I'm like, who knows how you fucking delivered it, dude? Yeah, correct. You might have paused too long during the Asian accent bit and made it a 9 out of 10 offensive. Do you know what I mean? Because the finessing of lubing the needle through that thing is the art, and it can take up to 20 years to be able to successfully do the gymnastic backflip where they go, it's perfect. Yeah. It's just talking about that you turn one speech impediment into another type of speech impediment. Yes. That's the sort of premise. Yes. But you're in there going... And it might have been, in my opinion, what triggered. Yeah. The accent's all right. What you did as the words was too hack.
Oh, it's 100% hack.
It's
and I'd already flirted with the idea of getting rid of it because I just thought it was a bit too hack.
No, but I think you can do the accent, but you have to pick a funnier, funnier quintessential Asian comment. Yes. That's not just me sucky.
Correct.
Sunshine special that everyone would go, shut, that is Asian, but it's also really shows that you've invested some time into the Thai culture.
Yes.
And then they go, that rips.
Exactly.
That rips.
But also, regardless of it, like I was already going to get rid of that part of the joke. I thought it was too hack. I was like,
you back down to the slap?
No, I was going to go to a Mauritius French accent because that's generally because this was a real world thing that happened to me. Like my daughter's speech therapist had a French Mauritius
Oh, dude, that's way
accent.
funnier because
so
then
it's far funnier. It was just
French you can do, and then they're also snobby and rude.
Yeah,
and she'd
exactly,
go
yeah.
like, oh, daddy,
Yeah,
you
she-
smell it, you know, or you.
she
you're not
sighs
part-
every time she's about to
she
talk
can
to
treat
me.
you with that French culture.
Yeah, exactly.
That
yeah.
might be funnier.
So it is going to be funnier.
Didn't George say something in the WhatsApp? It's so funny.
No, what did he say?
What did he say in the group chat? Something about me wrong or
Me so sorry or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
me.
Or I think I can't remember what it
yeah,
was.
but he said something. It was so good.
Yeah.
Because he didn't give Shin an inch.
Yeah.
But dude, you know, it can trigger.
Yes.
Because then I saw Shin at the meat markets, at the butcher, at the meeting, and they were they're on camera laughing, like they're getting the roast.
Yeah.
And obviously there's banter around the slap. And he was doing the pretending to slap, which is obviously reveling in what he's done.
Yes, correct.
And I'm like, that can always trigger a guy around because he's rubbed his balls in your face and now he's telling people about it. So
Yeah.
you're like, that could have triggered it again if
Oh,
if you hadn't known an ego. If I saw someone like showing off about it, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'd definitely be fucking hitting him.
Yeah, because I guess the issue I sent in that group chat was when he did say, someone joked in there, can we do half an hour on accents? And then Shin said something along the lines of do it but suffer the consequences.
Yeah, you
And
can't
then
try.
that's sort of like, oh, okay, so you're saying
like
that you
his
did
Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
He had to be like contrite and go like, fucked up, shouldn't have done it. But then at Don's barbecue pretending to slap people like he's a dominator.
Yeah. But also,
it's
it's-
showing off about it.
I
But
kinda-
also he has no option because he's with comics. He has to play
Correct,
the
and that's fine as
You
well.
gotta
That's,
play the banter.
You got to play the banter.
And
Everyone's
it
going
is
to.
actually the funniest thing now that he pretends to slap people.
It's incredible that I won Best Asian for the Fringe.
Yeah, dude, that's so
Laughies.
funny. I missed the laughing.
That's
dude.
the
I felt
laughies.
so bad.
I won Best Asian, and that's hilarious. That's great. I love that.
That is
Like,
the best, dude.
and they're all of them like that's the fun of it. But this is what it's helped me shape my new joke to
What's the new
a
joke
well, it's still like I rag on Asians in the joke. I double down on it.
Yeah.
But I point out some of the beauty of
You double chin.
I think and it's going to take a while for me to get this correct and get it right and nuanced. But I think it's far more beautiful. Like I talk about it the way as well. Comedians, like we host one of the biggest podcasts in Australia.
Yeah.
And one of the things we get to do is talk to a lot of comedians. And believe it or not, a lot of comedians have some fucking pretty bad mental health problems.
Yeah.
And the way that they deal with their mental health problems is to transmute that into laughter, not to sit in that pain.
Yeah.
And they try and do that for the audience as well. Turn things that hurt people and create pain around certain situations and transmute that into laughter to bring us all together. Like the most Australian thing you can do is to take and to show love is to take the piss out of someone.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to segregate and choose not to take a piss out of a certain culture or a certain ideology just because I'm told I'm not allowed to, that's worse. That's almost reverse racism. I want to be able to take the piss out of Asians. I want to be able to take the piss out of white Australians. I want to be able to take the piss out of everyone because we're all the same.
It's a ticket to the ball, man. Like if you're in Australian culture and you can't take the piss out of yourself, that's one of the requirements.
Yeah, certainly I might have communicated that joke fucking incorrectly. But just take me aside and say, oi, bro, that's fucking not on.
That is like
which he did
patronising.
apologise and say
if
that.
you're acting all sensible,
Yeah.
Imagine if you go a group of boys at the pub and then they all go sort of quiet and go, "Hello, Albert, good to see you, mate." Like that is actually the greatest bullying you can have, rather than going, "Look at this fucking you knock off your shit, wherever like your taxi shit." Like if they're not saying that to you, I'd be ashamed. Like when you walk up to a group of guys, if they don't immediately rip the fuck out of you, you're not part of the game.
It's a form of love,
and I think that's what actually happens in school, drop up, and those things. No one's doing that, and that's how it feels. It's pure small talk. Do you know? And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
When I feel so alone. I'm not connected with anyone because no one's doing banter in these formal settings, and that's what they're pushing for.
Yeah.
And then you've got no connection. Where you want someone to lean over and go, "This is so boring," or something during the school assembly. Or like, "That woman needs to stop talking.
Shut the fuck
now."
up. Yeah.
And then you laugh.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, loves her voice. Do you know what I mean? And if someone doesn't say that to you and go, "This is brilliant," I'm like, it's not.
No.
It's objectively not brilliant.
No.
They're all using school voice.
Yeah.
Today we learned, I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The show sucks.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's nice to see your kids up there, but let's not pretend.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're all talking.
You're all
fake
just
voice.
waiting. Yeah, yeah.
I find that the hardest part at school assemblies, everyone talking with that fake voice.
Yeah.
They all sound the same, right? Do you know
Yeah.
that fake?
Yes.
Today we learned. I can't do it, but
Yeah.
good morning, Mr. Bernie.
Yeah.
Today we learned that life is this money.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? No one talks like this. Why is this kid? Diligence, tasks, and being on time. Today we will learn that greenhouse gases can destroy the environment. I'm like, what's wrong with my boy? You've stolen his soul. Bring him back. I'm like, who are these kids? They're all the same. This is fucking Epstein Island on heat. Dude, imagine if we were all unplugged. Why won't people do it?
I think.
Do you know? Because they get revenue, right? Ad revenue, placement revenue. If you really want to get them in the guts, you should just have sequences where we fuck their numbers. So a month off every second month.
How do we?
Imagine that.
Yeah, but then you have to get complete buy-in on that.
No one's going to do it.
No.
Dude. You know why? Because they're all, even on Pompeii, the humans are addicts. Even in Pompeii, when the volcano came, there were people jerking off in their house.
Yeah.
In that last moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're all addicted to their dopamine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, mate, I'm right there. And then even straight away, the fear of me saying, right, I'm contributing to the problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm putting out the stuff for them to watch. And then you're like, well, fuck, the solution is to not put stuff out so they
you're
don't watch.
making
But
the
then,
content,
but then the other idea is like, well, other people are going to continue to do it. They're not going to listen to me on that. This is their livelihood. So wouldn't I rather put out a good message? And so you're battling with it straight away.
Yeah,
and
dude.
then,
And then you're like, you think, well, underlying it, you've got the right intentions.
Yes.
Who knows if you do? You hope you do.
correct. Yeah, hope you got.
So then you're like,
Well, certainly the right intentions.
And then you're like, well, maybe doing more provocative videos, you get more people wrangled in. But broadly, 80% rule, it's good. So then you're like, is it bad to lure them in with a provocative reel and get another 100,000 followers if you know that you're the shepherd that can lead them to a better life, as in if you feel like you're a good custodian of them? Do you know what I mean? Just getting better candy and luring more kids into your pedophile van. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go, well, look, I'm actually going to be really gentle with them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll be like a big brother experience. Do you know, like we're all perverted, but I'm like, I always wash their hair and give them I teach them about Asian culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're all cancers, but you're like, I'm actually the least invasive version of this cancer.
Yeah.
So you're like, maybe I should gather up as many people as I can.
Yeah.
Dude, but
Because you all think you're the good guy.
everyone thinks they're the good guy, but you're probably not.
No.
Do you think you're
Well,
a
you're
good
definitely
guy?
the villain or
You
a
hope
bad
you're
guy
a
in
good
someone's
guy.
world.
But dude, you know you're not really, because push comes to shove, everyone is selfish at the core.
And also there's a point like
self-interested.
where people will message on Instagram and be like this, and this. Sometimes I just feel like going, fuck off.
Yeah, go away.
Fuck off, I don't care,
But
man.
then even
Leave
being
me alone.
nice is performative, because you see it, do you know, in famines, people will eventually elbow and go like off.
Yeah, fuck
Do you know,
off.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know when you're like, there's the last few hot dogs at the footy thing. There is a moment where you're like, fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, as in, so even if you're really performative and go like, we're not going to do any of this, we're not going to do this, push comes to shove, you'll grab that last token.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you'll be like,
Well, it's strange
An
because
elbow?
it's what happens when situations are reversed. So, for example, the Shin thing, like if that was in reference to like trying to protect my daughter or Grace, like the response would be very different.
well, that's the way you framed it nicely, because you were like, it's just about me, it's about Shin.
Yeah.
But if you had actually thought about Scotty and Grace at that point,
Yeah.
and thought that I could end up comatized because I might have hit my head, you might have held him down and beaten him like Fight Club.
Well, he talks
Beaten his face
a
up.
big game of like.
Well, he
oh,
is trained. dude.
He's trained 17 fucking years ago. Man, I played semi-professional football 15 years ago. If I went and tried to play today, I'd get my fucking ass kicked.
And he's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so they do win, but do they really? Because ultimately they just hugged you on the street.
And
so
he-
I'm like, yeah, you broke my legs, but it was pretty you did have your balls in my face for most of the time. So I'm like,
The bloke can't
I'm
fucking
like,
play golf
You don't really look like the tough guy holding the guy going,
Yeah.
you know, you look like you're having a hug.
The guy is fucking, as Limp Bizkit says, writing checks his ass can't cash.
Well, the thing for me is I think 20 years ago.
It's not like
this
no
is
grudges there.
No,
I'm
but
just-
I think the momentum is 20 years ago, no one trained because you did karate, which is ineffective martial art because karate franchise was popular. Now almost everyone is trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan has made sure of that.
Yeah.
Every single person is choke holding.
Yeah.
Most of their days is flopping around mats.
Yeah.
Sweating with other boys.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wouldn't back if you went to a pub. I would be surprised if the guy's not trained.
Yeah.
At least boxing or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu below, like 20 below, they're all competent fighters. So I'm
Man.
like, when you go big dog, back in the day, it was me.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm not trained. So I will just try to do a dirty shot with a bottle or something. But you know what I mean? Like you will kill me. Shin will kill me because I won't know what I'm doing and I'll just swing like I'm in Karate Kid and do like the big swan
Spear
kick.
tackle and a fucking gorilla punch him. It's like, but it's not that simple, I know. But like
that is
the true virtue in, like, people say like you're empathetic, you're held back. Like, if I couldn't have defended myself in any way, that's not real empathy. That's fear.
What do you
I
reckon
was
the
like,
best move? I think the best move is the spear tackle. Your best move is to push them on your shoulder and then drive them into the ground and see if you, when you're doing that, when you lift and jump down, see if you can get the back of their head to hit the cement, which is what I try.
But then you call it
No, but
creating
I'm
a
saying
situation
what I
where you're
try to
hurting
do,
someone that.
I run at them at pace on the shoulder,
Yeah.
lift them up and then jump, and I try to control the whole, pin the arm so I can get the head to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Which is basically
Yeah.
the killer. That's how people die.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you don't need to train to do that.
Nah.
That's just the pole driver. It's the old pole driver dude.
Man,
and you know this back of the brain on cement. And if you can pin their arms, you can get full concrete. And concrete, that's the earth, man.
Yeah.
This fist versus an earth punch. That's
Yeah.
the full planet hits the head.
Yeah.
Dude, we know how to do it. Shin, come at me.
Yeah.
I will put you on a feed
But
tube,
also, we're not
bitch.
fucking 15 years old. I don't have to prove myself. Like,
It's pretty embarrassing.
it's not Wanneroo High School anymore
It's
where
the
I grew up
quicker-
and you
the quickest way
fucking.
to lose a group of girls is to have a fight where they realize you haven't matured at all.
Yeah. I can fucking
And you're in a
handle
pissing
myself
contest.
as well. That's
no,
not
but you're
the
in
issue.
there and you're arguing after, and even any girl afterwards is just so shocked that they've kept company with such a loser.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Like, you're over a certain age and they're like, he shouldn't have, he laughed at and he pushed me. And you're like, oh my God. They literally start looking at you like you're a toddler.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that moment? I've had fights and I'm like, the relationship with some of the girls that were in proximity was never the same.
Yeah.
Because they saw me as a juvenile and I felt like I had a pacifier in my mouth. They were like, goodbye, Andrew.
Who would you, in the
felt so bad.
in the comedy scene, who would you not want to fight? I think there's like.
Shin would scare me, man, because I'm like,
Nah, Shin's fucking
Anyone
pissed, man. He's
trained-
mate, Shin's all talk.
anyone
So,
trained.
he's
Blake Richardson.
Blake
scare me, he
Richardson, I would
fuck me up.
never fuck because he's he's
And
elite.
then there's people with dog in them could scare me.
Yeah, that's exactly
There's
right.
a lot of dog, like where you can tell, even if they're not trained, they will go to oblivion because you can just see their temperament. I mean, I would go after Pinder. I would love to, but I would do a cheeky
Pinder's
shot.
got that geezer in
Nah,
him.
but I'd do a cheeky shot where it's sort of like
Fucking Pinder.
he'd be walking. I'd say, "See you later, man. That's fine." And then when he's walking, I'd run and try hit him from behind.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't do it one-on-one.
Yeah,
Because it'd be too risky. But I would diffuse it, and then I'd try find something sharp or blunt,
Yeah.
and run and try hit for the back of his head and keep running.
Yeah.
Screeching and yelling
Yeah.
and giggling.
Some people have the ability to look scary and then it makes you not want to fuck with them, like a Bruno. I know he says he looks
Bruno,
like.
no, but Bruno's got history, dude.
Yeah.
His brother used to fight him.
Yeah.
And they lived in the rougher areas, and his brother would
I know it looks like I did it, but I didn't
No,
do
but
it.
they were in a rough
But you look
area
like you
and,
did do it, so I'm scared, bro.
they used to have fights where they would
Yeah.
they were in gangs virtually, and the two brothers would have to fight, and they would have bet on it.
Yeah.
So he fought all the time. That's
Yeah.
how his nose was fucked.
Yeah, my brother.
And he's known. I've seen a few people around town, and I'm like, I think Bruno will fuck you up.
Yeah, my brother was like the one that you would know and don't fuck with my brother. Like,
oh, really?
Like, he's just psycho. Like, got a fucking edge in him where he can snap.
Dude.
And he's had to deal with me beating him up all his whole life. We grew up in Wanneroo, so Wanneroo is.
Yeah, and they're those scary guys.
Ryan's going to fucking fights. I usually just avoided fights because I thought they were fucking for idiots. But
you have scary guys like at school that would get in trees and try to throw like rocks and bricks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Ryan wasn't that one. Ryan's the one.
Where you're like, oh my God.
So I remember when we were coming home from Barlin 20 one night, walking up Hepburn Ave there to walk home because we had no money to get home. So we're walking home and there's these guys running around running up and down the coast in their cars getting beaten up people.
Yeah,
And
I remember those.
Yeah, they came out and they started trying to fucking have a crack and we were lipping off back and like, no, fuck off, cunt. Like, and they got to a point where they pulled out a gun and it was ended up being a replica. We don't know that at the time. They pull out a gun.
Scary, dude.
And my brother's so fucking psycho. He just walks up to the guys and he's like, fucking pull the trigger, cunt. Like right in his head. And me and Josh and Kev. And we're like, what the fuck, Ryan? Stop. And he's like, fucking pussy, pull the trigger, cunt. And then it's just like, they just back out and they're like,
oh,
yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. And my brother's such a fucking.
Called it, dude.
But like, so we grew up in that shit. So it's not like, this isn't outside this is why like something like a shin doesn't scare me at all.
Yeah,
like
but
we've got
I
that dog that we're able to go back to that. You can call on it. Even footy wise, like I was a tagger in football, like where.
So you're into it, man. But I haven't had that.
You got every player on the football field, fucking 120 kilos coming up and trying to deck you and beat the fuck out of you for 2 hours because you're trying to stop their best player. You get used to it.
Yeah, I regret, man, because I hit puberty late, so I didn't get enough fights in.
And
I want more. Like I feel like I have a glory period ahead of me. Like because I sort of outgrew it, but I'm like, I wish I had a couple more fights. Do you know what I mean? Just for my own, I think for my own ego, not always winning, getting the smash. I would have liked to have copped more, like, you know what I mean?
See, Delby used to fight a lot.
I fucking regret it.
Delby loved it. But I think it's immature, but he used to love fighting. But I think he'd get fucked up now. Like, I love Delby, but he can't move.
Oh, Delby
like he can't barely walk up. He can't like his ankles are fucked. Like he might have a quick little fight in him for like with people, dude. But he would have loved that shit. I think Delby would have been the first one to jump in. He's got that dog in him.
Changed now, man, because I think like with the information age, people are way more informed.
Yeah,
and I reckon your probability. This is why people got into it. Your probability of hitting someone that knew, like running into someone that knew what was real low. Whereas now, statistically, you're like, he's a punter. I know now at high school you're like, oh, you're rolling a dice, dude.
Yeah.
Because we saw a few at high school where the guy did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where he just mounted him and then had him on the ground and it was almost like a movie.
Yeah.
Just destroying his face, and the guys were holding the teachers back.
Yeah.
And it was just like this. And I remember he had him on the pavement and it was just boom, boom, and he had full facial reconstruct. Like, that was hard to watch, dude.
Yeah.
And it was because he was trained. So there was he was a year younger.
Yeah.
And they were the tougher gang, and they were like, we're going to fuck you up. And he knew that he was going to kill him because he had been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And it was the quickest fight I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
He got him down so quick, and then he totally disabled him and he couldn't do anything, and then just took to work ground and pound on the face. And tell you, man, UFC wasn't big then. Ground and pound's hard to watch in real life.
Yeah, ground and pound's
like
fucked.
with full elbows and fist onto cement.
Yeah. And
watching the face just rip, and it bleeds a lot.
Yeah.
And it's pretty traumatic, dude. And in moments like that, you're like, probably glad I didn't fight. Maybe it was good to run and hide.
Well, exactly. No, I think it's a good thing.
You should have hit him.
Nah.
Well,
again, I think the dog is in there if needed.
I would have liked you to I would have liked you to at least knead him in the back of him.
No.
Why didn't you cork him, dude? Cork his leg.
No.
Imagine if he'd slap you and you'd.
No, I could see in his eyes he was proper like fucking. There was like pain.
He doesn't seem to understand the law, because that's actually criminal.
Yeah, it was assault. And he knows that. But like, I'm not a fucking dumb. I'm not a dickhead.
Well, guess what? I am.
I'll press charges on behalf of. But like,
that'd be so angry.
I think
Wolves press charges on Brudge. I'm like, suck her up, bitch.
I think I don't know if there's. Oh yeah, I think Pinder would be my choice to fight because he's just so kind.
Pinder would be like,
no, I reckon Pinder's got it.
I think he's got scrap in you, but I
think
still
he's got
reckon
scrap in
early
him.
on he would just be saying, "Why are you doing this?
What are you doing, bruv?
Why?
What are you doing,
Wolfie?
bruv? Why, Wolfie?
Why? And I'm like,
think about it.
I told you the parking's bullshit in Claremont. It's pissing me off.
I'm gonna see Pinder
like,
tonight. Actually,
The merit point system is getting the better of me, Pinder. And he'd be like, but what? Why me? And I'm like, someone had to take the wrath. I got a speeding fine on the way here, and I'm fucking livid, cunt. And I'm like, you looked at me in a fucking down way. You looked down your nose. So you won't have a nose anymore, Pinder. Dude, you know what?
That's
Immediately
fucking
you
funny.
feel shame after beating someone.
oh yeah,
It's embarrassing.
it's embarrassing. What are you, fucking 15?
I feel ashamed.
Oh, we're gonna get in a fight.
But equally so, I've said the Rottnest fight where
Yeah,
the guy pointed
yeah.
at the chin, I didn't do it, and I still regret it. And I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
I should have hit him. I just regret it.
Well, you would. Imagine
Because
if
I was just-
imagine if you responded, and then imagine if I hit shin back, and then it fucked him up, and he hit the ground and hit his head, or I hit him and he is a gun,
And
and
he
he just
kills you.
fucking destroys me, and then I'm fucked. It's just stupid.
Yeah,
And whereas words can
yeah.
be used, people are taking actual words as violence, and that's a fucking issue, man.
Well, you've got to draw that line. But whatever, man. Like Shin's good, dude.
Yeah,
I love Shin.
that's my point. Like, I don't
Yeah.
hold any grudges, man. He's fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
I love the fact that everyone's making jokes about it. I think that's the good thing.
Yeah. And he would feel embarrassed by it
Yeah.
because he's a trained weapon.
No, he and like,
He's trained,
mate,
right?
like, to his
So
fucking credit,
He knows he's. If you're trained, you know you're not meant to do that.
yeah, but it's also really hard to call up and apologize. And then we talked about it, like he was saying, like, oh, I have to understand this is why it's racist, blah blah blah. And like, my whole point in the end was just like, yeah, that's fine, man. You could have told me that, and you're my friend.
Yeah.
I would have listened. I would have gone, fuck, okay. You constantly call me an open micer. And I don't, and I'm like, yeah, well, fuck, I'm clearly not good enough to try that concept. I was trying to edge it. Like,
Yeah. Well, anyway, man, you were trying.
I'm trying again tonight, a different one.
You were swinging big, and that's
It's
what
not.
you should do.
I'm not doing the accent. So
Well, man, I've always had issues with. Like, I do it. It's sort of.
it's hack, man. It's hack.
And I actually.
I just thought like it's an easy way to.
It's
edge
very
into it.
hard though because it's like if you are storytelling,
Hmm.
it is good to do the actual voice because it gives it context. Like I had it with the psychiatrist that was Asian, and he did have an accent,
Yeah.
and it did make it a lot funnier.
Yeah.
But then I stopped doing it like that, and I don't know. Like, is that
Did Shin hit you for that?
no? But I'm saying, is that even more patronizing because he did speak with the drawn out, paused Asian shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that's sort of what made it funny because it was sort of like,
Exactly.
it was the power dynamic of the white privileged boy that had run out of privilege and the immigrant refugee that was like, you should keep money.
Oh no, you're done.
Whatever, dude. The Asians came over here off their own free will
Yeah.
to chase gold because they're money-obsessed grubs. They're worse than the Jews. I'm just check. I thought I'd triple
But it's a
down.
Thai-
I
also
thought I'd
it's-
triple down. You're going to pull in Chinese with Jews.
It's a Thai joke as well, like not a Korean joke. So
Wow,
like,
mate, they're all different areas. I don't know
I
if
agree.
Shin's aware. Thai don't like Thailand, Korea, very different places, man.
Yeah.
That's what I do find funny that they all merge up as one. Like Transformers combining. I'm like, they don't like each other. Japan fucking hates everyone.
Yeah.
Korea's not proud. China's fucking out. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you think Thailand does not consider itself anything to do with Korea?
Well, yeah, or China.
China?
Or, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they hate each. They've all got racism between all their groups.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Chinese,
Cambodia and Thailand are neighbors. They
Dude.
hate each other.
Thailand,
Yeah.
Thailand, Indonesia.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're not in there. They hate the fact that we're like China, Thailand, Bali, same diff. We can't even tell the difference. I'm like, what? It's those things on the road that you kick, those offerings? Yeah. Monkeys, dogs, I can't tell. I don't even know. Dude, I can't even tell if it's a monkey or a dog when I'm over there. I blur it all in. I just know I kick those offerings for my own luck.
You do not.
I do. I spit in it. And you know what? What's happened to me? It's not like anything bad's happened since. My life's been strength to strength, dude. I weed in an offering, in a Buddhist offering. Shat in a temple for luck.
Oh, fuck. Have you been to Thailand?
I have, man. I've been almost everywhere. I went there with work a lot.
Where, like, what? Like Bangkok, Phuket?
Bangkok, Phuket. I've done everything. I bungee jump in Thailand. The wiring, you get drugs off the street. Do you know what the standard? To me, it's very similar to Kuta. It feels the same.
Yeah, that's if you go to like
and then the
Phuket
inner
Bangkok
cities
and,
sort of bustling. Cities are all the same.
But if you go to places like where Ao Nang and stuff, where my parents live, it's just beautiful, man.
Yeah, look, they are beautiful, man. Even
or even Chiang Mai and these sorts of places, like
it's the
different.
beach black beaches?
No, they're beautiful.
No, they're white beach.
Where like my parents live, it's beautiful.
Because
like
in Bali, like it's all
volcanic and
it's all volcanic, so it's brown and dirty.
Yeah,
and it does affect you.
Yeah, but if you go to Nusa Dua, it's not.
Because you can
Perfect.
understand where people hate beaches, because when you come up and it's black or builder sand, you're like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, we're so...
I went on the wrong side of Bali and I was like, oh, it's disgusting. It's a building site.
Yeah, there's fucking rubbish everywhere.
I'm like, my feet are fucking dirty, dude. You know what I mean?
If you go to Nusa Dua in Bali...
Yeah,
it's really quiet there. But
it's quiet as shit. It's near Sanur, right?
Yeah, Sanur, yeah. And it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's a fucking God's waiting room. It's old retirees.
It is.
And it really makes you realize even a 5-star, if it's boring enough, still suicide watch. You know, like it's a long time by a pool, man.
Yeah.
You need some adventure, dude. You want like, I need some water slides.
Yeah.
I need a monkey forest. I need waterfalls or rapids.
Yeah. Well,
but generally, drink near the pool, and you need some troublemakers by the pool.
Yes. Because it makes
they're all dogs. You need someone that's going, come on, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, let's go, brother.
And
if you've got enough nerds, and this is what you realize, they're always looking for quiet, but if you remove all the characters,
yes,
that's Nusa Dua and Sanur, and it's one of the longest weeks of your life. No one talks.
1,000,000%.
And you're like, no one talks near the pool, and they're like this. And we're
what
like,
is that?
You're like, did I have a head trauma when Shin hit me and died?
What is that?
Dude, unless you have banter, you need pommies. I need some English. I need some buxom backpackers.
Yeah.
Do you know where
some
you're
people
like,
to be annoyed with, some people that you're like, oh,
where they're hammered, and you're like, dude, did you pass out in the pool? Do you know what I mean? And some characters.
Yeah.
But that's sort of part of the holiday is the character.
Yeah.
If you don't have the characters, then it's long.
Well, the people you meet as well.
You need banter by the buffet.
Me and Grace, we were in Rome last year, and we met a Scottish couple by chance. And like I don't know what it was. We were talking about. I was talking about a TV show. I cannot even remember what the TV show. And they overheard the TV show that I was talking about. I was like, "This is such a funny moment."
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain it to Grace, and then and they were like, "Couldn't help but overhear, but we love that TV show," and blah blah blah. And then we end up having like 4 fucking Aperol spritz with them, and just get a little tipsy, and had a fucking great afternoon. It was awesome. And they still message us. Dude, that's 4 hours in Rome, and now we're like little messages.
Crazy, man, because I travelled enough where people would go, let's exchange details. And I'm like, let's not bother. It is what it is, dude.
Yeah.
I said, I don't even keep in touch with
I'm
my
not going to
brother.
catch up with you again.
No, but once you travel a long time, it's like you travel light.
Yeah.
I only have carry-on now.
Yeah.
And people that exchange, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, this was Berlin.
Yeah.
This was 10 days in Berlin.
Yep.
I'm like, now I'm not going to email and talk to you about the property prices in a long-winded email about I'm trying to find a new career. I'm like, it's just going to disintegrate. But even on those holidays, there's alchemy to it, dude, because I have had couples where they're trying too hard and then they become pests. Do you know the ones
they're
that saddle
trying
up
to-
and they're deliberate and they're like doing Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Into People? Hey guys, how are you? And you're like, fuck off.
Yeah,
You've got
yeah.
bad energy. There is a cool way to do it.
Yes.
And then it's always has to be accidental. But when you see a
Almost always.
dorky couple deliberately sizing up the pool area looking, and you're like, is this a pyramid selling scheme? And it often is. It often is, dude. It's often...
Do you know I think the best part about Thailand is because they've got games everywhere,
Yeah.
like Jenga and Connect 4. So if you're sitting in the middle of a bar in thing, and then you just see people looking, because
Have
you
games, dude.
just say, hey, you want to play? Like, come and play Jenga. And if they want to play, they want to play. And then you got someone
Yeah.
to chat with.
But it's so easy to get on because you're in your best form.
Yeah.
Because, you'll be in Perth and you're depressed.
Correct.
You're driving in the traffic, you don't even smile. A woman waves at you and you're like, fuck off.
Yeah, mum and dad are like,
You're
oh,
that good.
people here, I just hate it here. It's not good. People in Thailand are not like that. And I'm like, no, mum and dad, you live in a holiday destination.
Yeah, so people are in their best behavior.
They are presenting the best version of themselves. They're not thinking of their bills. They're not thinking of their stresses. They're away from it all. They're relaxed. They're so happy.
So they come up to your parents and go like, how long you been here for? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Whereas in Perth, they'll be like, dude, you took my
Yeah.
car pays. Do it again. I'll beat the fuck out of you, old bitch. You old bag.
You took too long in line at the
You're like,
supermarket.
look what I did to Pinder. I'll destroy anyone that takes my parks. Dude, even here, like when Pinder and I talk about people parallel reverse parking.
Yeah.
Does my head in.
Yeah.
Because they make you wait.
Oh, yeah.
And they never used to have the balls. Do you know they never had the balls to do it until the reversing camera?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a bad driver that's now got the equipment to do it. But I'm saying to you, like,
A bad driver
never-
or
you'd never
I
do
was
that.
going to make it.
You'd never, and you'd never do that. You'd never do that in Thailand, would you?
No.
If a guy like took a little bit long getting his scooter in, or at the buffet, you'd be like, "Keep it moving, cunt! I want some honey as well, you fucking Russian fuck." Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, "It's beautiful, honey." But here you'd be like, "Move over, you old bitch."
Yes.
I want the last donut, fucking elbow. There you're like, beautiful donuts. No, you have it. You have it. I'll have some of the scones instead.
How do we round this all off? None of it matters.
Dude, we got to unplug. We need a day where everyone unplugs because it is affecting our psychology.
Well-
Do you know, we could be happier offline. And I'm like, why don't you do it? Because you're a tradie and a plumber and you're an accountant. Stop the hum. I don't know how we could do it, man, but I really think like they could prosecute Epstein Island. They can go after the supervillains and they're just replaced. It's like drug dealers. There'll be new people. But maybe taking control of our consciousness would be a good move.
Yeah.
Our own thoughts and stop getting triggered.
Yeah. It's the comedy of caring, isn't it?
Dude, but how do we log off? Because it is so good to snoop and gossip and tag. And then you realize even with your story.
Well, that goes back to what I said. Remembering it doesn't matter, but doesn't mean you stop and then you play with it.
Dude, and it's and social media has given you your life.
Yeah, so playing with life is differently to letting it control you.
Wow, just play.
Yeah, well, just
Just
play
dance, dude.
with it. Just dance, yeah.
Well,
Well,
that-
that's what that tattoo on my arm says, effortless action.
That's sort of what the DMT fundamental message is to just play.
You can only
No, just have fun.
adapt.
Just
Yeah,
have
you can
fun.
only
Like,
adapt to what's
that's
presented.
what I always say to my kids. The meaning of life is having fun. That's it. There's nothing more.
Well, the meaning of life
Is
what does
life.
what does Alan Watts say? He's like the
Life.
meaning of life is to exist, and
No,
it's so.
I thought he said it was binge drinking and adultery, banging girls under the pretense of being a spiritual leader.
Yeah. So,
Isn't that it?
but that is what his point on that is.
Copulation.
Just to
What?
exist. And it's so plain and obvious for everyone to see that we go about our lives taking life so seriously that we think anything we do or say
That's
matters.
It, dude. That's it. And don't put a metric on it. It's not about length.
Yeah.
It's just that nirvana of being present is the same whether it's 80 years, 5 years. Do you know what I mean? It's like coming, the experience of, you know what I mean? As
Yeah.
in like that is, it's not relative. You don't, you know what I mean? You don't measure that moment that you hit that euphoria of
Yeah.
being in the now.
Yeah.
Happens now and again sporadically, but do you know what I mean? You don't really have to collect them up like marbles in a bag and count them at the end to say you won. If you've experienced one, you've done it.
Well, I'm interested to see, because this is going to come out when I'm in New Zealand. and hopefully
You won't even hear it.
I would have achieved the fact that I've unplugged largely. I'm still going to like take some photos. I'll probably put up some fucking stories, but what I take in and what I view
Wow,
and watch,
dude.
I want to limit it.
What an imagine, dude. We're pushing to become Amish.
Yeah, it was just like Cat
whole community
Cat
that you
McLaren
gotta
said
live with.
years ago on here. He said something. So he's like, "Isn't the ultimate goal to basically go back to the original tribes?" And we're actually we're going to advance so far in technology to a point where we realize that technology is our own demise, and we're just going to go back to being, the indigenous cultures living off the land, and that will be the most beautiful thing that we can
when you're in
understand.
nature and you saw the space thing, or you're in nature and you see like a stream, a babbling brook, with the setting sun or the sun coming through the trees.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing better than that. Have you ever had that feeling? Where you can see it through like an English countryside.
Yeah.
Babbling brook, like a stream going down, and the sun coming through with the flowers and nature. I'm like, those moments are so profoundly beautiful. That, do you know what I mean? As in to be everything. But like you can get that. You go offline. You get a farm down in fucking Nanninbrook or where the fuck? What's it called? Dwelling up.
I don't know.
Dwelling
up Margaret River.
Yeah, Margaret River's done. They've turned that into shopping. Yelling Up's done.
Yelling Up's done.
But I'm like, Nannup?
Oh, yeah, Nannup. Yeah.
Or something like that, dude.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you do yearn for that in your biology, man. I do like the thought of a hermit would be so good. The last periods of your life, just being away from it all.
Yeah.
Just staring at the stars.
And then understanding that's boring.
Yeah, it's boring as shit.
You
dude,
need
'cause that's the thing,
you need
you
the agitator at the
romanticize
side of the
it.
pool.
You romanticize about it, and you're like, it's so good being offline, and you're like, it actually sucks. So good bullying and watching reels.
So that is exactly. We need to have a collective conscious understanding that what we're seeing online, that's damaging us, but we can take it in, but just don't let it become your life. Don't let it become your identity. Play with it.
And I don't like
Accept
those
it as it
extreme
is.
thoughts because I do think like Zelda, the game, might be better than life, or like a good game.
Yeah,
is as immersive and enjoyable as anything I've done in the real world. Do you know completing a game?
Yeah.
It sounds dorky, but it's great, dude.
Yeah.
These full fantasies, immersive games are like so good.
Yeah.
So good.
But then,
I'm like, it's a lot better than being an accountant at Rio Tinto.
Yeah, see, I loved Zelda when I was growing up, but then I found it too hard and got the walkthroughs.
Oh, you cheated in it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, sort of.
Yeah, but as I said,
like 90%.
These extreme views are a thing, but who knows, dude? The world's we act like it's at a crazy crossroads, but it's always like this. Is it?
I don't know.
Every fucking week I'm told it's the big thing.
Well, every generation's angry. Do you know what I did? I drove in this morning and I threw something I seen this morning on Instagram of all things.
Yeah.
It was a Limp Bizkit clip, and I was like, "Fuck, I haven't listened to Limp Bizkit for a while." I went down a Limp Bizkit fucking rabbit hole and just listened to like 10 or 15 Limp Bizkit songs, and I was like, "Wow, society was angry, man."
Dude, do you know what the funniest thing is? Watching the nostalgic street talks. Have you ever done those?
Nah.
Where they'll do like Australia, like it would be a Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like, I want my missus, and I'm like, it's these little time capsules.
Yeah.
But it meant so much to them then, but it's all sort of hilarious.
Yeah.
With perspective.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like all the ideas, and you're like, oh my God, that's so sort of like naff in a way. And I can't believe they were like so traditional and, the values, and it's crazy. And we'll be seeing the same, man. It's what that 13-year-old's doing with you.
Yeah.
She can tell that you're dated, dude.
Yeah.
Like all your tones and the way you interact is real lame to her now.
Yeah.
It's evolved and you're not aware.
Yeah.
You're like the old dog and she can smell it out.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey guys, let's play Spotto. And we're like, it's not called Spotto anymore.
Well,
dude. It's not called Spotlight anymore, dumbass.
I've fallen back anyway to not trying to be the cool uncle, and just the only thing I do now, really, look, I always fall into it being the stupid center of attention. Like, well, we're all trying to be comedians and I'm fucking host a podcast. Of course I like being the center of attention, and the kids do like that to a point.
Yeah.
But I have gone past that point a little bit with the kids now. What I do love doing is actually just being the good dad.
Yeah.
And just being the good like friend of your dad. Like,
Yeah.
if we're in the pool in Bali, jump off my shoulders. Yeah, it's all cool.
Well, I rate that highly because for me, I always say like, I always just focus on the kids.
Yeah.
Because they're the only honest people in the event.
Yeah.
The event.
It is.
As in they're being their authentic selves.
Yeah.
Whereas others, you can end up trapped in fake small talk. And I'm like, fuck that for a laugh. I'd rather just be the shoulders for a game of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A game of bouncy in the pool.
Yeah.
But you actually have the best time at any event.
Oh, mate, the
with
last
the
holiday
kids.
was the fucking best.
It does sound very Gin observatory.
Yeah.
But literally, if you want to have a good event,
Yeah.
put your whole heart and soul into making it fun for the kids.
Fucking
and you'll have
oath.
the time of your life.
And then you can like if it's in Bali, for example, we go over there. You still get together with the dads and the mums, and we go out for dinner and you have a couple of beers.
Dude,
but
what
like,
are you going to do? Talk about Epstein
Exactly.
for 9 hours, and then they're going to say how they're going to fix it all, and they're going to do fuck all.
I think all
or
we-
you can have a kid and just throw the ball with them and see if we can like hit people with the ball
Yeah.
and get games going.
ours was literally just like in the pool, talking footy, whatever's happening. You want to jump off my shoulders? Let's play on the shoulders. All right, Dad needs a break for half an hour. I'm just going to sit back, have a drink.
Yeah, 'cause we're
Go back,
off.
let's play again.
And what is the kid teaching you? Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Your whole ideology, which was just play.
yeah,
And that's all they do.
yeah,
We're on, man. We're off for a play.
yeah. Man, that's a good episode.
I hope so, dude. It rambles, man. We got to
course.
get some, we
We
got to
don't
get
make
more.
sense.
We got to get.
Of course, we don't make sense.
I need to really come up with something to talk about.
I think you did well.
No, but just because the mic's on, you just start saying shit. I mean, I didn't really need to talk. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have a big yearning to tell people any of this. It was like, oh, let's just fill the void. I'm like, I actually regret.
Is that a
I
thing?
regret anything I've ever said. I'm like, I wish I'd just kept it to myself.
Is that why monks do the Buddhist
Dude, I
the
think
silence?
it's true, man. Do you regret? I regret talking. Ever. I wish I'd just kept my fucking mouth shut and looked. Don't you think? Do you regret ever talking? I wish I'd stayed mute.
Apparently, that's a good like a concept, like a way to bring out your own power. If someone talks to you and you don't say anything, make it uncomfortable, and then like wait for
Dude,
them
if
to
you-
go.
if
They
you-
fill the void, and then you're in control.
An emotionally needy person, it's the quickest way to get them on the lead.
So if they ask you a question, you just look at them.
You're just like this. Dude, you should actually do it with more guests where they arrive and don't take any of the lead. And just come like this. And they'll be like, so why'd you bring me here today? And you're like, yeah, you know. And have them like, they'll be so panicked. And they'll be like, yeah, Dad, I've been grooming people on the internet. They'll eventually be like, I think I'm technically grooming on the internet. I don't know what I've done. And I'm like,
And they'll
I
reach
don't
a-
love my wife anymore. and you'll be like, oh, calm, Wolfie, calm.
The
And
the
you'll be
loop
like,
of it would
I
be.
masturbate off to bad things. Yeah, God. Yeah, they get so scared. I masturbate. Sometimes I linger too long on a hug. You're a fucking weird boy. I'm like, my hands are greasy. They sweat. At night, I get sweat near my back, near my buttocks. The hole drips. The butthole drips. Imagine, dude, have you ever done that? You could kill it. You could do it with Delby. You could do it with me.
Yeah, just say nothing and let them feel. Well, you said it just before. Eventually, I think you'd get to the point where you go, I wish I didn't talk. No, that's so good. That's the best way to end this episode. That's made me so happy. Oh, all right. Thanks.
Do we need to do more jokes?
Mate,
We
that
always
was
do
so
this
good.
Philosophical bullshit.
No, that was great.
wanna do
I'm
jokies.
clipping that up, bro. That's so good. That's made me happy.
Dude, you know what I love is you always enjoy it. The internet poison online.
What is this?
No, because it's generally like you getting 150,000 views and you upload me and you're howling and it's 3 likes and 400 unfollows. Go like, it's so bad. The guy's got a disease. Because they don't know me and they don't like me.
Oh, mate.
No,
Yeah,
because
that-
as in they've come to know you.
yeah.
Whereas, like, we're just a random, and like, oh no, he doesn't mean to interrupt a lot. He's like bipolar. Whereas
Okay.
they're like, shut up.
No, I think it's good.
We're done, dude.
We're done. Mate, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, man.
All right.
I didn't have anything else on, to be honest.
You're helping me.
Sometimes I look through the window and watch you record other apps when I'm not invited. I'll just pretend that I'm on the pod by listening. Yeah, dude, I need a pod. I want to get a pod. I'm so jealous of your pod, man. And then I realize you've been doing it for 8 years.
Yeah, you could, like I told you can use this room whenever you want.
Yeah, but you put 8 years.
Oh,
What
yeah,
I
that's right.
want
Yeah.
is what you've got now without the 8 years. Do you know what I mean? I'm sick of having to earn shit. I'm like, give me the Prince Andrew experience.
It's the year of the fire horse. So, yeah, you'll get it.
Dude, but I actually think I could do more stuff online, but I'm like, it is like kryptonite on there. Dude, that last video, I lost 30 followers. And it had no views and no shares.
I think you're going to get
And it
so many good
It
views on
actually
this.
wasn't my a good version of my stand-up. Even the Kill Tony thing wasn't my stand-up because it was 5 random jokes crowbarred together for no reason.
Yeah.
So it was actually a very bad version of it. Anyway, I'm talking now 'cause you're not talking.
You've made me happy. That's a good episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye, mate.